Are you kidding me? If I was gonna die, I'd do every drug.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
can I put that on your tombstone?
Yeah.
Ben, wait. I have big news for you. You are gonna die.
Oh, shit.
Breaking news.
Oh my god, why am I not just doing drugs all day?
I dropped off all the things I love. Like I need a traffic jam to keep in touch. I can't focus on the words unless my hands are busy. I can't give up on the world or I will leave this city. And it's way too broad what I'm trying to say, but I write it down and let it go. And it's hard to know all the words I need to explain my heart in a single note.
Hello, and welcome to Way Too Broad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excitable grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Erin, how's that bird doing in your room?
Good. What's up, nerds? What's up, Ben?
Whoa. I see. Am I aside from the nerds?
Yeah, it's like Hannah, nerds, and you.
Okay, I was going to get mad for a second that you were calling me a nerd, but you're actually calling me the only not nerd, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So are the nerds the listeners, or am I just nerds?
You and the listeners.
Okay.
Nerds.
Nerds.
Erin was making a bird with her hands, that's why I said that.
Yeah, that's
the
that.
nerd.
That's that bit. Yeah, the bird is all I was doing with my hands is also the nerd.
Nice. It seemed like a really dorky bird.
Honestly, fuck that bird.
Fuck that
Yeah,
bird.
I'm glad it's gone, honestly.
All right.
I'm glad you tore it in half right after you.
We're off to a beautiful start. What's everyone drinking today? Let's do that before we forget.
Okay, Erin, you're first. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking rum in tropical juices.
Oh.
I've got
It's actually nothing like my beverage.
I know.
Even though it looks like
I
it.
knew it wasn't going to be anything like your beverage because
Is
I know what you're
that-
drinking and I don't like that.
Is that just, you just call it that? Rum and tropical juices?
That's what. Well, that's what I just fucking called it. I don't know.
Is that a name for a drink?
Well,
If you go to a bar and order rum and tropical juices, like you'll definitely get something.
They'll like
I don't
put
know.
orange juice in rum or something.
yeah, it's like an orange pineapple mango juice
I love that stuff.
with rum in it, with dark rum in it. So what would we call that? Is that
isn't
a
that like
name
what,
of
is
a...
that like what rum punch is?
Well, rum punch, I think, also probably has, if I had to guess, I would
Flames.
wonder if it had other stuff in it, too. Like grenadine, maybe.
I found that, oh my, Erin, I was about to say grenadine.
Grenadine.
I'm on a rum punch recipe, and they say I found that most...
Hey, grenadine.
Ben is the only one of us that's not drinking alcohol.
Oh, I did something else. And I was reading this rum punch recipe, and it had pineapple and orange juice, which you fucking said. But then it had rum and grenadine. Grenadine.
I was gonna say grenadine. And it doesn't, mine doesn't have lime juice, and it doesn't have white rum in it either.
Okay.
And I think rum punch is a lot punchier. And if I were to order a rum punch at a bar, I would expect a maraschino cherry and a nice orange garnish.
Orange
This
sliz.
is just like, I got my carton of orange pineapple mango juice, and I poured it in a glass with ice and rum in it. And it's my rum and tropical juices. Let's name this cocktail.
Rum and tropical juices.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ship it, honestly.
I really hate when a name obscures what an item is.
Right.
Like, I don't know what's in a Sex on the Beach. So I want to...
Long Island iced tea. No idea.
No idea.
New York.
Sand from New York.
Do you have other drinks, Erin? Usually you have more than one.
Sex in Long Island. And I have a ice water.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. Great. Ben, what are you drinking?
Water, no ice. I'm not allowed to have ice anymore because I'm a child.
He has ice privileges taken away from him.
It's more like because your teeth are getting old.
It's because I chipped a tooth.
Yeah. And you're high? Is that what you were implying?
Yeah,
Nice. Edibles?
always. I don't put things in
Nice.
my lungs. Come on.
Except air. Except hundo.
Not even air. Most of the breath.
Breathing is gay. I don't breathe.
Nice. I have 2 drinks. One of them is water.
Good stuff.
I burped.
1
in
inch of
response to
water.
that.
Yeah, this is from a wedding that I went to in
water?
July of this year.
The water?
I really loved how many times you said it. The water. The water. The water. That was so good.
No, the glass. It's just funny because I went to a wedding this year and it was like the one moment in time.
Where I could get water.
When-
Ever since the CDC told us that COVID is most transmittable through water, it's been really tough.
Yeah. My other oh god, that's probably next. My other drink is like a lazy man's whiskey sour. It's monkey shoulder scotch, which is the same one I got like blackout drunk on at my wedding.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Erin. And then we got it for Christmas from Mom. Shout out to Aunt Brown.
Shout out, Aunt
And
Brown.
then it's got lemon juice and honey. And most of the honey didn't melt because I didn't put it in before the ice. So it's a little bit kind of like
Didn't
oddly
melt.
chunky. But it's good. It's very lemony.
Melt. I'm just gently.
Dissolve?
Yeah. Yep.
Dissolve.
Yeah, I was just gently protesting your use of melt there in that context.
I couldn't think of the other word, which is dissolve.
Yeah.
And then, and I also had like just straight up Scotch on the rocks earlier. So I am like,
I'm way
as I
behind
You're a
you.
mentioned.
Scotchman now, huh?
I'm way
Well,
behind you
yeah.
with my rum and tropical
Have
juices.
have you always been a big Scotch fan?
I've always liked whiskey. I think I like bourbon more than I like Scotch, but I like all of them.
She's a
I also
opportunity.
like whiskey more than other.
I don't at all.
I think
Why were you drinking it so much at my wedding then?
I think it's one of those things like I had too much of it and now it's no good for me at all.
I actually
any
don't.
context.
I don't have it very often, which I think is why I like it when I have it. I don't really drink hardly ever.
Drinking is gay.
Yeah, so I don't do it. Like water,
Doesn't
also.
do it. Like, yeah,
And breathing.
breathing and drinking are both gay.
I got some phlegm in my freaking throat.
And Ben's
Sorry, guys.
hydrophobic.
I got it.
Thank
I
you.
like that.
All right, let's see. I have an up front. I bet you
do
could
too.
guess what it is from a friggin' mile
Oh, you're
away.
flipping
Oh.
cat update. I need
Wait, is
a
that-
cat update.
Was that your obsession last week, getting the cats?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't that feel
Even
like
though
a
I didn't
long
have
time
them yet.
ago?
I know. It's been
Did we record last week? I'm not joking.
Yes, we did
Wow.
on Thursday, Ben.
Feels like we haven't talked in months.
This week felt like a month.
Fucking A,
Yeah, it
dude.
really did.
Jeez,
It really did.
dude. God, bro.
Yeah. So on Friday, the day after we last recorded, we went and picked up the kitties. Actually, I went. It was a crazy day because we got a call. We had been on a waiting list for like really good like cordwood for our wood stove that we just got. And because we got it so late in the season, it was actually like kind of hard to find wood. So we got a call that morning. It was like 10 a.m. We were supposed to pick them up at 11:30. And this guy was like, hey, I have my truck loaded. You guys are off the waiting list. Can I come drop it off? This is New Year's Eve. And we have to be somewhere, it's not very far away. But I guess the thing that I didn't really think about was that they just dump the truck out when they drop off the cordwood. And then you have to bring it somewhere dry and stack it up yourself. So basically I went and got the cats by myself so Ian could start stacking the wood. And then when I got them home, I got them set up, and then I left them for hours so that Ian and I could just stack as much wood as we could. And that's how we spent our first day with the cats. And we were very sore for the whole weekend.
Was Ian
and we
sad?
did not finish.
Was Ian sad to miss the cat journey?
No, it was a very short trip, all told, and it would have, but it was fun because I was picking them up at like their satellite location where they keep their cats that are like ready for adoption. Not necessarily like they have someone lined up, but they're just like already on the website and they've already been like fully vetted and all that stuff. And so there were a lot of really cute, friendly cats all around the room as I was waiting for them to like finish up the paperwork with the kittens. So I met some nice kitties. I was like, could we have 4 cats? But that's a conversation for a later date.
And you would have 5. Oh, because you get one more. Not buy.
One more.
Get one.
Can I ask you, when you say cordwood, is a cord not just a unit of wood? Or is it a type of wood?
It is. No, a cord is a unit of wood, but also like, I don't know the technical definition of cordwood, but I think of it, or at least from this place, what it basically means is that it's been like super dried already and like cut into pieces for a wood stove already. So it's like a bunch of different kinds of wood, but they're extremely dry, including kiln dried also, this place. So yeah, so it's like,
so it's like a way of preparing wood also.
Yes, I think so.
Got it.
Let me ask you a question. When you say the cats were vetted, did you mean they've bbeen to the vet?
Yes.
And they've done the background check, of course.
It does sound weird, right? But like you wonder, like, is that the origin of I don't know. I doubt it.
I was making it funny, but I was making it serious.
Yeah. I also found that funny when she first said it to me, but that's what it is. So we got them home. They kind of were on their own for the first several hours, and then we were kind of hanging out with them, during the night and stuff. And like I would say, and y'all know most of this because I've been like sending updates and stuff, but they're shy. They're both really shy. Well, not really shy, but they're not like affectionate towards humans yet. I've seen videos and pictures of them like snuggling with the foster and stuff. But when I met with her, she said it took the boy at least about a month to like really warm up to being around her. So I think we're probably in for a longer ride for us with him than like Squeaks. Like I think he and Squeaks might actually become good friends before we all do. But I think we'll get there. What? She'll
tell him. She'll be like, yeah, these are my peeps.
Yeah. I think honestly he's pretty impressionable. So but they are super, super cute. I've been spending a lot of time. We've been in there playing with them, obviously, but then we've also been just trying to spend time in there, like not playing with them, just like hanging out on the bed, watching movies or whatever. And just getting them used to us being around and to know that we're like not a threat to them or anything. And they do, they're getting a little better about not hiding whenever they hear someone coming in. But they're definitely getting better about coming out quicker once they decide that it's like safe. They totally will play with us. They'll get very close to us. They just don't really want like any sudden moves when they are close to us. So it's all good progress. They're not like, petrified. They were eating right away. Like they're just slow, they're just taking it slow with us, which is fine. But they're incredibly cute together. So they'll like they're like super bonded. So they snuggle together. They sleep next to each other. Basically, anytime that she's near him, she's purring, and she's got this like really loud purr. You can hear it from anywhere in the room. And she's like very energetic, so she goes around like the whole room, just like tearing things apart and like playing with all the toys and throwing things and stuff. But like every couple of minutes, she'll come back to wherever he is and just like check in, be like, "Hey bud, how you doing?" And then go back to what she was doing.
Nice.
Yeah. So Squeaks has been kind of pretty much ignoring them, but in the last few days, she started to notice, because I think they've been spending more time on the other side of the door, so she's been seeing shadows of them underneath the door. And so when she sees them, she does get really attentive, and sometimes she hisses. This morning she tried to like lunge at the door. Like it's something slammed. I think she must have hit her face on the door. I'm not sure. But I've been like trying to give her treats on the outside of the door while she's like in that kind of state, just to like build positive assumptions to like their smell and stuff. And we're going to be working this weekend on starting to do some like feeding rituals with them on both sides of the door to try to get them more cozy with each other. They'll eat pretty close to the door already, so we have a big gate that we might set up and see if we can get them to like eat or take treats when they can see each other, because that'll be a different type of challenge. So we'll see.
Wow. How are you feeling about it might take months to let you pet them? Let you pet them.
I'm feeling okay about it. I mean, Squeaks is extremely affectionate, so and we have like their whole lives. Like he's 10 months old and she's 4 months, so
okay.
I think they'll. I'm pretty certain they'll get there, and if they were like, just like camping out in hiding spots all the time, and they weren't like coming out and exploring or anything, like I would be more worried. But they're getting more like outgoing every day. Today was very exciting. Right before I came in here, I was sitting on the floor with them, and they were like, actually, if I'm in there for long enough, they tend to settle like just out of reach to the left of me wherever I am. So like if I'm on the bed, it's right by the door. If I'm on the floor, they just kind of like lay on the floor just a little bit to the left of me. I don't know why it's always there, but that's what they do. And they were like relaxing and sleeping, and then I realized what time it was, and I knew I had to leave, and I was like, oh, I'm going to ruin this for them. Like they're going to end up like running into under the bed or something. But I got up like relatively slowly, and I like immediately, turned myself away from them, so they knew I wasn't trying to approach them. And they completely stayed where they were. Like they watched me, nice. but they were still exactly in the same spots when I left the room. So they're definitely getting more comfortable with, they'll play with us when we're standing up now, which was not a thing before. If they're like less into it, but they'll do it. So it's just a process. All cats are different.
Yeah.
But I actually do think, because of how much he likes other cats and he takes his cues from other cats, I actually do think if we can get them integrated with Squeaks, then they will start to take more chances with us because they'll see how comfortable she is around us. So I'm happy, I think, and they're so cute. Oh my God.
They're so cute. I feel like she sounds like she's going to be a very fun cat.
Yeah, I think so.
Cute. And what's your timeline for like letting Squeaks meet them face to face?
Well, we'll see how it goes this weekend. It could be. It just depends. Like if she stops hissing at them every time she catches wind of them at some point this weekend, then we might, try to open the gates and see how it goes. Or it might be, a week or two process. Again, just like with like us getting comfortable with them, we don't want to rush their integration either, because we did that with Squeaks and Jack, and then we had to do like a whole months-long reintroduction process, and I do not want to deal with that again.
Same.
And
we also rushed it.
Yeah, and I also don't want them to get so spooked by her that they end up like entrenched in that bedroom for the rest of their lives. Like that's the last thing I want. But they actually it's funny, it's weird because like while they are kind of jumpy and shy, they are also both of them, very curious and like they like to explore. Like he's already sniffing at the door a lot. Like they're not trying to bolt or anything because they're too afraid of us when we're coming in. But like, I think partly because he really wants to meet Squeaks because, like I said, he just really likes other cats. But like, they want to see the rest of the house already. Like I can tell. Like they're getting bored of that room. So I think it's gonna be fine.
Great.
They just kind of keep to themselves a little bit, but they'll learn to love me. I'm certain of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, cool. Yay.
Yeah. Delightful. Love it.
Yeah.
What's your up front, Erin?
Yeah, I've got 2. Well, I've got 3, potentially 3. I am also watching Succession now.
You are.
Nice.
I am. Yeah, I'm partway through season 1 and really enjoying it.
Awesome.
Yep. And I do think it's funny. I have laughed out loud a ton. So it's nice to, it's weird to say, but it was nice to get that permission, quote unquote, from you, Ben, to like know that that's the intention.
Yeah, that's helped me a lot too. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I feel like it frames the whole show differently to me.
Yeah. And I also wanted to shout out that a new season of Queer Eye is on Netflix, and it's really good so far. Queer Cry. And I also wanted to mention something I said the other day. I don't know, Hannah, if you saw this in Food that I posted it, but for the listener, and maybe for Hannah too, I was talking to Molly about how I thin out a drink with milk, and I referred to it as that I milked it down. That I milk it down, I think was my exact. So I just wanted to share that with the listener, for better or for worse.
It's like you can tell exactly where it came from, but it just doesn't make it less gross.
I love it. And I even love how gross it is. It just is awful, but I love it.
Yeah. I feel like it's because...
Did you see what Lucas said on there?
No.
He said, hey, milk it down over there, will you?
Nice.
I like that as a usage of it.
Look it down. I have to give that a thumbs up.
Milk it down.
So yeah, milk it down. Near you. But I mean, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's just pouring anything into anything.
Like I've juiced down. I've tropical juiced down my rum.
Yeah, I lemon juiced down this.
So that's the drink name
scotch.
is tropical juiced rum.
Yeah, juiced. Right. That's right.
Nice.
No, tropical juice down rum.
Down rum. Yeah, because the other way sounds like I juiced the rum, which is not true.
Juice down rum is actually could be a good cocktail name.
Well, it is. It already is.
What the fuck?
What are you looking at?
She's looking at the.
My window is like.
It's not the cats.
My window is like this.
That doesn't help anyone, especially the listener.
Yeah.
Because you know you're not going to take any of this out, not 1 second.
It must be. It must be the wind. The window is like knocking against itself.
That's awesome. Do you need to look at it more?
I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, but then I figured it out.
Man.
So yeah, this is all staying in. So.
Yep, every second of it.
I mean, it's crucial to the rest of the story.
Sometimes I listen to this podcast and I think this sounds like it was edited by somebody who didn't really listen to it. And I mean that with all due respect.
Well, sometimes there are things that we say we're going to cut out, but then we reference them later, and so I leave them in.
It's true.
And other times I am playing games on my phone.
See, Exhibit A.
But, yeah. I just wanted to know what the noise was, okay? All right.
Any upfronts, Ben?
Nah, dude, I'm all out back. Am I right?
Actually, that's a great segue, and that's like a perfect segue into my obsession.
Really? Let's go right into it. I have no predictions based on that.
I was about to say, any predictions? I think you could get it based on that.
Steakhouse.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
No.
Was you like
Great
going
guess.
into steak right now or something?
Greg, I have eaten like more steak than average this week, but no, not my obsession. Great guess.
Is it Australia, something Australian?
Nope.
Is it something in your backyard?
Backyard.
Oh, okay.
No. Nope. I think it's more in the direction that Ben originally intended. He said I'm all out back.
Butts?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it your butt workout?
It's not my butt in particular.
Okay.
Butts in general?
Were you guessing more?
All right, okay, just as a preface, it's just been a very busy week at work, so I haven't really had any sort of life other than working and playing little snippets of Breath of the Wild and watching a little bit of Succession. But we did get a bidet.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
And you love it?
And we love it so far.
What brand did you get?
We got Tushy.
Okay, we don't have
we
a
got
bidet.
we really invested in it. We're like, this is our both of us are 100% work from home. We're not planning on going anywhere anytime soon. This is like our full-time toilet. So we got like the whole seat majigger.
Nice. I miss it. I really miss it. The Ace, you got the Ace?
We got the Ace. Why do you miss it? Like does that stay in the house?
Well, so we asked the buyers if they wanted to keep it because it's kind of a pain in the ass to uninstall. And they said yes, but we haven't bought a new one yet.
Gotcha.
And I miss it a lot. And then Ian...
I really wanted a bidet, but we have tankless toilets, and I think like at least all like the ones that I was able to find online were designed to work with, like the cheap ones you can get were like designed to work with the toilet with a tank.
Do you still have access to like the water connector there?
Yes, I think so, but I don't.
That's what ours connect to. But maybe it's like a seat
maybe I
size?
can, but I also don't know if it's. I don't know if there's like not a valve there or something. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
This is deluxe.
Yeah.
It's got...
Hell yeah.
Wow. It's
Go for
got
it. Read off the
buttons for your
specs.
bum, your front, and a dry button.
This
And
is
it's
like
got a
my
heated
friends
seat.
just got a new toilet that is like it's like a fancy Japanese toilet with this kind of stuff.
Nice. Yeah,
Here's
and
the- 'cause-
it's got heated water. You can like alter the water temperature, and it like does it immediately.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this would actually solve every problem that Ian had with our last bidet because we had like the basic Tushy and it was like too cold for him, and also he was like, well then my butt's wet, so what do I do? I'm just like, if you, I don't know what your poop life was like before your bidet, but like I usually use more than like a couple sheets of toilet paper to like wipe my butt if I'm not using a bidet. But if you use a bidet and your butt's wet, you just wipe it. You're still saving paper compared
or,
to like...
you know, somebody recommended to me, they bought like 30 baby washcloths and they just use those to pat dry and then put them right into like a washable bag. You know, or if you know you weren't that particular, you could have like one towel that's yours and pat dry and reuse.
Yeah, because your butt is like completely clean once you're done with the bidet. It's like,
well,
I
it's
miss
not
that
like
clean feeling.
soaked.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
not
like water.
I'm not gonna like take that to the bank, but you could, but you could use the air dry. Yeah, you could use the dry feature, which is very nice.
It's like as clean as I need my butt to be. Like it's clean by my standards.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. And also, the thing about a bidet, if Ian has objection to it, he doesn't have to use it. And all he gets out of that is a really comfortable heated seat. Before we get any further, I need to give a massive shout out to Molly, who like all nice things in my life and in my house, she does an insane amount of research and then gets us like the best thing. So, shout out to, and she installed it too. I did the uninstall and cleaning in preparation, and then she did the install. Because
that is no small task.
Handy lesbian around this house. Make no mistake about it.
Ugh, I want it.
Yeah, it's great. I had to turn the water temperature cooler because it was too hot. Okay? Okay? I want you to take that in for a second. Damn. It was too hot. Yeah, it was nice. It's pretty luxe.
It's... God. I might get this. Friggin' love a bidet. Yeah. Everyone should use a bidet.
So Tushy sells a Flushometer Installation Kit that is apparently something you need if you have a tankless toilet.
Oh.
So maybe it is possible.
Hey, maybe it is.
But it's sold out right now.
Flip.
So I guess how
are they going to do that to you?
Why can't I just have a bidet?
Yeah.
Why can't the man have a bidet?
They sell little towels on the Tushy website. I mean, it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Wow.
I love a wet butt.
There are other options, is all I'm saying. I like this. Yeah. What you need, a butt, a grounded 3-prong outlet. Yeah, because the Ace is electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. And it's self-cleaning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fancy.
I want it so bad.
Anyway.
Why have you done this to me?
Yeah, I'm jealous.
I'm sorry.
I'm gelling.
Go for it. Treat yourself. Listen, this is our... I feel like a way to justify it is that we're not pooping in an office anymore. Okay, this is our full-time, truly our full-time toilet.
Yeah,
and so why not just make it as comfortable as possible and clean and this really doubles down. I was already feeling like I'm never going to go to work in an office anymore, and this is really just doubling it down. It's just not going to happen. If I can't have a seated toilet bidet, then I'm not interested.
What if they offer you your own office with that in it?
In it?
Private bathroom, with a private bathroom, excuse me. I missed an important part.
We'll talk. Not as tempting as if it was in it, but we'll think about it.
Instead of a chair at your desk, you have a toilet with a bidet.
Now that's interesting. All right, that's it. This really was a more popular topic than I really thought it was going to be. So I'm really pleased.
I just am buying this right now. Hey, by the way, if you have the Honey plugin, this is for the listener because I know you guys already bought one. But if you have the Honey plugin, it seems like they have codes that work because I just...
What's a plugin?
One of them just saved me. Huh?
Do you mean app?
It's a browser plugin.
Browser plugin.
Oh, okay.
And when you download it, use code BROADPOD. Let them know.
They used code number 22. It's the number 2 and then the number 2. And that seems to be saving me over $100.
Did you say it's number 2 and then the number 2?
Yeah, number 2 too.
What? What do you mean?
Saving you $100? Man, we should have gone for that.
It's TWO2.
NUMBERTWO2.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
What?
I didn't pick it.
What?
Do you know how honey works? Either of you?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay.
I think it melts in drinks.
Or doesn't if the ice is there first? Is that what it is?
The ice.
The ice.
Yeah, because it was too cold already. That's why.
Can't melt if it's cold.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, love it. Okay, well, Ben, what's your obsession? Great one, Erin. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
Make me spend so much money.
Yay.
I debated on a couple of things, and I am choosing my weirdest one, which is
Good.
I want to talk about how much I don't like the new Foundation series.
Okay.
Wait, who wrote those?
Isaac Asimov.
Okay. Yeah,
You have brought the Foundation series, right?
Oh, have I?
Interesting. Yeah, this is like a yin yang obsession, or is it like a retraction? What would this be?
A retraction?
Because you talked about how much you liked them.
Sorry, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the TV
Okay.
adaptation. That's what I meant by the new Foundation
That's
series.
not what you said.
I said the
No.
new
you said
Foundation
series.
but I meant
know,
TV
why-
series.
Why did Hannah and I both think that was a book series?
It is.
Well, it is a book
Okay.
series, but
Why
I
do
said
you
the
think you
new.
meant that?
I don't know. I said it ambiguously. I said the new Foundation series, which is not clear because there isn't a new Foundation series, the existing
books.
one of books, but there is a new
Yeah.
TV series. It's on Apple TV Plus, and I watched the first episode when I was at our parents' house. Not Erin's. Our parents, not Erin's. That's a nice rhyme.
What? Where were you?
And I watched the first episode. I think Mom has watched all of it, or I don't know for sure. And I actually kind of enjoyed it because background on Foundation is that it's a story told over the course of like many thousands of years, and it's kind of told at least in the first book, and I think for the most part in the next few, as a series of short stories. Because actually the whole first Foundation book was originally published as like a series of short stories by Isaac Asimov in like various magazines. That's basically like short stories that take place, 100 or so years apart in this like initial stage of human history. So it's like there's like usually one main character who ends up being like influential in some turning point in galactic civilization, and you like focus on them for that story, and that's like how it's told. It's like these major moments and the people involved in them. Little stories about that, which I think is a really effective way to get through like thousands of years of story. And I like that's one of the things I like about Foundation is that like you don't get super caught up in like the interpersonal stuff or like much beyond, like you get somewhat invested in the characters, but like it really is all about this much bigger thing. And a lot of the main characters of the story are working on something that they know they will never see the fruits of because they'll be long dead when there's like a selfishness to a lot of the main characters. Selflessness, rather. That is kind of like, I feel like reflecting the fact that you don't really get to like know and love them like you do in a normal story. Which I think is cool. But
I hate knowing and loving people.
The story itself is that there's a mathematician named Harry Seldon who has come up with this new field of math called psychohistory that basically allows you to mathematically predict the future or like large things about the future and the trends of large populations. And this is the Galactic Empire is like terrified of it because they're predicting that they're going to fall or whatever. And Harry Seldon's whole thing is, I predict that the Empire is going to fall and humanity is going to go through like a 30,000 year dark age. But I have a plan based on psychohistory that can shorten that time to 1,000 years instead of 30,000. That's the whole premise. And then the rest, a lot of the main characters are like sort of working towards that plan. That's where I mean where they're like, there's like a selflessness to all of them because they're working on something that will last, to make something last longer. much longer than a human lifespan. Longer. Much longer, is what I meant to say.
Make it last longer.
Oh my god. So, that's Foundation and why I like it. Foundation TV series kind of did that for the first episode. Like, it moved really quick in introducing the characters, and also, like, it just made a lot of the big main characters I was mentioning from the book series that are male to women of color in the show. And I was like, great, that's awesome.
Great. Bring it on.
Love that. No reason they had to be men, especially not white dudes. Like, who fucking cares?
Less of those, please.
And then, so I was like, cool, I'm on board. This seems fun. Watched the second episode, and it was like all about just like a super forced hetero relationship with no chemistry. Was like the main focus. You were like supposed to be invested in these people that apparently like just fell in love out of nowhere because they didn't seem to have any chemistry whatsoever when they were in scenes together in the first episode. And I was like, what do you want? Why do you want this from me? This is not what this is about. We're like, this is like, literally, they get exiled from the middle of the Empire to the very edge of the galaxy, and it takes like 6 years or something. And that's like to start the Foundation plan that's gonna like end up in 1,000 years of, like, there's a lot of fucking time we have left to deal with here. And you're spending a whole episode basically just on this one ship that's on the trip out to that planet in the exile. Like, on that 6-year trip. I don't fucking care, man. Come on.
Come on, man.
Get to the good shit. And the third episode starts to get to the good shit. So at this point, I watched the first two. First one I kind of liked. Second one, really didn't like. I decided to give it a chance for a third to get me back because I love this series so much. The book series.
The book series.
Wow. Okay. You are using them interchangeably. That makes me feel better.
It's true. And I give it a third one. They get to a character I really like. Salvor Hardin, who was another one that's made into a woman of color instead of a man. And it was just like, again, really focused around the super forced hetero no chemistry relationship. And I was like, did you just make all the main characters women so that you could have like fucking love storylines, straight love storylines?
That's really disappointing.
And those are just like, it was so, everything's moving so slow now. And I'm like, dude, you got a lot of years left and you're doing like 10. This is not enough. I was pissed.
Wow.
I was just so frustrated. I wanted it to move faster and stop just like trying to be a show. You know what I mean? Like, it's like very obviously trying to be like I feel like there's like network executive, this is what's going to sell well all over this.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think it would work as a show? I mean, as a network executive, Ben, do you feel like it would work?
I feel like it could as like commit to it being a mini series, so it doesn't have to be like. Because I think the reason they're not moving too fast is so that like they can end on a cliffhanger for a new season somehow, and it's like,
yep.
If you're just like, this is just going to be this one thing that is like, we'll do like 2 episodes per book or something, which would be, do like 2 episodes per book. I think there are 6 books in the series. Do a 12-episode miniseries. Dope. I think that could be good.
Yeah,
but I don't think turning it into like a whole long-running series is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I'm pissed, and it's actually the worst thing that's happened to anyone recently, so...
Yeah, that's true. Did we say this, that Ben first talked about the Foundation series in episode 20, Alternate Pants Reality?
That was about your pocket.
My pocket, my secret pocket. Yeah.
Well, Great one, Ben. Weird one. Weird one, but good.
Thanks.
So you've abandoned it, or are you going to watch the rest?
No, I've abandoned it.
Yeah.
So it's for the best, I think.
Yeah, we don't have to finish things.
I was just I had such a long day at work yesterday, and this was when I watched the second and third episode, and I was like, I was so honestly so upset that I just wasted those 2 hours of my life.
Good. I'm glad you No, good. I'm glad you're not continuing to waste those.
Fuck that show.
I'm glad to hear you were upset
honestly.
last night.
Yeah. Honestly, that makes me feel better. I spent most of my week upset thinking that you were having a good week. This is making me feel a little better.
All right, should we pop into me now?
Yeah, what's your obsession?
Hey, what is from an obsession?
Mine is also weird. It's kind of a throwback, maybe,
like
depending.
Ben's?
Not like Ben's at all.
Is it the Foundation
like-
series? Did you just read the Foundation series?
What do you mean also weird, if not like Ben's?
Also, Hannah, if it is the Foundation series, you should have said that. You should have answered differently to Erin.
My
it's not.
obsession, I'll have you know, my obsession was wildly popular
It's true.
Yeah.
amongst you two. So I don't think it was weird.
No, I'm saying Ben's was weird. Ben's was weird because Ben said his was weird. He said he picked his because it was the weirdest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got
it's
you.
true.
But
You
these
know-
are not weird.
I wasn't listening to Ben because at that point I still thought that he had been having a good week, and so I was still upset.
I was still having a bad week at that point.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, part of what I've been trying to do, like I told you, we've been just kind of hanging out in the bedroom. Sometimes both the bedroom the cats are in. Sometimes both of us. Sometimes just one of us at a time or whatever. So I was actually watching the new Queer Eye in there, and I needed
What ep
like
you on?
another. Huh?
What ep you on?
I was.
What?
I've seen up to the COVID clinic lady.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet. What ep you on?
What you on?
What ep you on?
But Hannah,
Everyone.
what you on?
I have an article to send you, though.
Okay. I did see that one of them. Did you see the episode with the like dance teacher woman?
Yeah.
I saw something on like Twitter about someone who had like a really terrible, or maybe it was on TikTok, had a really terrible experience taking a dance class at one of their.
Oh, it's not just someone. That's actually the article I'm going to send you. There's a Gawker that kind of gathered all the really, really concerning reviews, and there's a ton of them.
Oh man, and it's about her. It's not just like the place. Like she's very
Yeah.
mean to people,
Wait,
right?
Did you
Yeah.
send it? Where'd you
Yeah.
send it?
I haven't yet. Calm your titties. All right, here it is.
Holy shit! The
Yeah.
article just dropped, Hannah.
Holy shit. Yeah, the title of this article is "Queer Eye Forgot to Check the Yelp Reviews on This Honky Tonk Woman."
Oh no!
Gawker get shut down. Is Gawker back?
Looks like Gawker's back, bitches.
Am I thinking of the right thing? Is that the Hulk Hogan thing?
I don't think it's Gawker. Did you say COVID?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I don't think that was Gawker,
Let me look.
but I don't know what it was. So I thought she looked.
It was Gawker.
Oh, Gawker's back, baby.
Wait, what does
Gawker's
Hulk
back.
Hogan have to do with Gawker?
He sued
my God.
Gawker, and it cost him so much money that they shut down.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it was all. This is actually
was
really
Peter
fascinating.
Thiel.
It was Peter Thiel. They outed him as gay, and so in retribution, he funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker when they leaked Hulk Hogan's sex tape, and they lost. Gawker lost, and then that bankrupted them, and they had to shut down.
Oh, why didn't I know about
Fascinating.
this?
There was a podcast episode about it. What was it? What podcast was that? Ben?
I thought you were going to say of our podcast. I was like,
No.
what?
No.
I don't know. It sounds
Where
like
was
Reply
I?
All, maybe.
I think it probably was Reply All. I'd have to find it, but I can. It's really interesting. But that's not my obsession. None of that is my obsession. My obsession is the other thing that I was doing while I was watching Queer Eye, which is I was playing Cookie Clicker.
Cookie Clicker!
Never played it. Heard a lot of people like it.
I'm gonna send
Oh,
the link.
man. I've played Cookie Clicker in my day.
I had never played it. I watched a really good video about it, which I'm also gonna send a link to.
Playing it right the fuck now.
And Ben basically, well, you know what it's about, though, right? You click it to get cookies.
You just click a cookie. I'm clicking it right the fuck now. I'm at 95, 100.
So I saw this video a while back from a YouTube channel I really like called People Make Games. I paid no attention to Cookie Clicker at any time before I saw this video, which was last year, I think, or 2 years ago now. And it's called Why Have These People Been Playing Cookie Clicker for 7 years? And it's just like a deep dive on why people like Cookie Clicker. Like, what is it about this like idle game that makes people like commit to it for so, like, there were people who they interviewed who were like, I really think I could see myself playing this game forever. And so he was trying to get to the bottom of like why that is. And now that I have played it for like a couple days, I have a theory, which is it's definitely like the constant advancement. Like you click a cookie, and at first that's all you're doing. You're gaining cookies by clicking, and so they're going up, slowly. And then there's a shop off to the right, and you can buy like pointers, which will do some like automate some of your clicking for you. And then, but they are not that fast, so you're still not gaining them that fast. But it helps, And then next up, you can buy grandmas who will bake cookies like 1 per second at first, and like as you gain these like enhancements, more of them will become available. And so like then there's a farm, then there's a mine, then there's a bank. I think I might have missed something in between. Then there's a wizard tower. Then there's a shipment you can get from space. It's like a spaceship. It's called shipment. And eventually, like, you get to a point where you like transcend, and there's like whole religions that you get to like customize based around cookies and stuff.
Wow.
Like the guy who made it, or as a joke originally, he's been keeping up with it and like adding things here and there and stuff. And so it just like, there's no end to the game. It just keeps going one way or another. And to me, it almost feels like my own personal allegory for capitalism, because like at first when I bought my first grandma, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
They have names.
Like, huh? Yeah, they have names. I was like, this is so cool. I'm baking like 5 cookies per second. I don't even have to click. I can just leave this. And now it's like I'm baking 6.8 million cookies per second at this point.
Oh my God.
And I am still like, this is too slow. How do I get this faster? Like, I need to make, like, it's like no matter how far you get, you're always motivated to get further, because there's always like the next power up that you can buy, or the next like production method you can try out. And then,
wow.
At this point, I know that like there's all this other kind of fun stuff you get to once you like transcend and stuff. And like, I'm trying to get to that. And so like there are already goals on my dashboard that are like in the trillions in terms of how many cookies I need in order to buy them. So it's like just this constant like production machine.
Wow, this is great. And you can just get in there and click the cookie manually.
Yeah, you can still do that. And it's but it is nice because like it's an idle game as well, because so much of it is automated that like if you leave the browser window open and you have to like do work, then you just have like a fun little surprise for yourself after you finish the thing, where you're like, oh my God, I have like 12 billion cookies. I can totally buy this power up now. Right. So like, that's really nice.
What happens if you close your browser? Will it keep track of you have to keep the browser open?
I don't think it keeps logging up like cookies, but as long as you have cookies enabled on your browser, it does remember like where you left off. Like if you open it up again, it knows.
Is there cookie clicker strat? Like, is it actually good strat to buy cursors and grandmas when they become available? Or is it better to wait to get the farm?
I do think that there is strat. I don't know any of it. Okay. What I do know is grandmas, to my mind, are some of the most powerful and versatile players in the whole thing, because they get power-ups later on that will allow them to help out in the other things that you buy. So cool. Eventually it's like they're still not producing that many cookies per second compared to everything else, but they're helping to a degree that like they're like at one point they were like doubling my production just because of how much they were helping in my other, like in the mines and in the farms and stuff. So grandmas are clutch in my opinion. And also you unlock more options for like, one thing I didn't mention except in passing is that the store, I called them power-ups. The store also has upgrades. So you can like buy things that physically help you get more cookies. And then you can also buy with cookies upgrades that help those things work better. So like a lot of them will like double their efficiency or whatever. And like a lot of the grandma upgrades, allow them to help you in the other places that you buy. So it's just fun. It's fun to look at all the upgrades. It's my absolute favorite feeling is, like I said, like getting out of a meeting or getting out of like a flow state and looking and seeing it's really clever because when the browser is open, when the tab is open, it tells you your cookie count in the browser thing, like where it says like,
tab.
Slack or whatever in the tab. Thank you. Okay.
like in the browser.
Slack? What are you talking about?
No, like where it says Slack on our Slack, it says how many cookies you have. So you get out of a meeting and you don't even have to
Slack
app.
in browser.
What?
I use the Slack app.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I use Slack in browser because I'm on the computer.
What? I use the app on the computer. What are you talking about? Use it in the browser. What the fuck?
Yeah. What's...
That's insane.
Download Slack.
Why? It works fine. It works good.
Yeah, but then it's a browser.
Okay. Like, as soon as, like, my grandma becomes available, I figure go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
I have 9 grandmas.
I have 12, 13. And I'm doing 45.6 cookies per second. Just as we've been sitting here talking, I've gotten up to that. Like, the dopamine in my brain is just exploding. It's absolutely exploding.
Yeah, it's just fun. And I think it's fine to go for the clickers and the grandmas and not immediately save up. Because the thing is, like, everything that you buy helps you make cookies faster. So it'll still help you get to
4.4 CPS.
I'm going to let it sit here for a second because I want to buy steel-plated rolling pins.
Already
Grandmas
bought
are
it.
twice as efficient.
I already bought it. Are you kidding me?
How much? What's your CPS?
62.4.
62.4?
Yes.
So okay, well this is good. This helps me with the strat that I should have waited a little longer and gotten the nicer upgrade rather than buy more of the things that become immediately available.
Yeah, but now you have more of them to double their efficiency. So
yeah, that's true. We'll see once in a few seconds when I get my steel-plated rolling pin and I have 14 grandmas up in this bitch, what my CPS is going to jump the fuck up to, okay, Ben?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Here we go. We're heading there. And I'm clicking at 4 cookies per second.
Nice.
I mean, 4 cookies per click.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Now I'm at 75.6 cookies per second.
I'm at 7.4.
See?
Damn.
So that's the long game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just it's nice. I think I'm gonna keep that browser open at work for ever, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I got to do this on my work computer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to get like enough progress that you want to save this game, there is in the options an export save option, which basically gives you like your save code, and then you can just import the save to another browser if you send it to yourself.
Oh, great.
So I did that because I started out on our laptop, and then I wanted it on my work computer. So
okay, great. Excuse you. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So yeah, get back into Cookie Clicker. It's still happening.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Wow, this is such a good obsession.
Thanks. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, this is the type of thing I could see anyone that listens to this enjoying doing with some of their spare time.
That sounded like a subtweet.
Did it?
Anyone who enjoys this.
I could see anyone who listens to this podcast enjoying it. That sounded like a subtweet. I'm not saying it was. I'm saying it sounded like
Okay,
one.
well,
What's
it
your
wasn't.
CPS?
Why don't you listen? Hold on. I'm still 70.4, but it's about to jump. You ready?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I feel like... Okay.
102.4.
Okay, I'm at 87.6, but it's about to jump. Hold your fucking horses here. Is that a good use of my... Let me see here. 4 cookies per second.
Just remember, there's always more cookies.
Also, just remember
true.
that there is a podcast we're doing currently.
This is part of it. All right, do I want my farms to be twice as efficient?
Yes. Are you kidding? That's what my jump just was.
But my grandmas, I could buy a ton more grandmas instead. I could get a mine.
I only have 10 grandmas.
I forgot to say also, as y'all are
Mine.
noticing, probably...
130.4.6.
138.4.
The price of things goes up the more you buy of them.
138.6.
Did you notice?
142.6. Yeah, I did notice.
So I would like to hear from our listeners if they do play Cookie Clicker or if they have before, but especially if you start a game this week because of us, what your CPS is looking like by the time you get around to emailing us. And if you think you're going to maybe play it for the rest of your life, let us know.
Let us the fuck know.
And I'll
I had
put
a roommate in
links.
college who was really obsessed with Cookie Clicker.
I'll put links to the browser version of Cookie Clicker. There is apparently one for Android, and there's one on Steam as well. I'm seeing at the top here. And also the video that I mentioned. I'll put links to those in the description for this episode.
It'd be fun to see it, to do like a timed game of this with against somebody else.
I wonder if it's on speedrun.com. Hold on.
There are definitely YouTube videos of people doing like optimized runs and stuff that you could watch.
Cool. I love that.
I know.
I've been watching some Breath of the Wild speedruns finally. I felt like I've done enough where
hell
I
yes.
can spoil a little bit.
Do you love them? Are they
they're-
so great?
They're so fun. Yeah.
I love them so much. My favorite.
Cookie Clicker
They're wild.
has
Breath of the...
a very active speedrun.com page.
Fuck yes.
There's like 435 runs here.
Wow.
Well, I've got my weekend plans. Okay, cool. 206.6. What do you have, Ben?
Hold on, I was looking stuff up.
He was letting the machine run for him.
I'm at 217.4.
222.6.
Nice. So, as it stands now... Oh, Ian's going in the kitty room.
I clicked the big chocolate chip because that makes me feel better.
Yeah, makes you feel better.
I want to make... I actually was thinking about making cookies right after... Or brownies right after.
It has made me really want cookies. Oh, I should put those on it. We're picking up a Hannaford order tomorrow. I should put them on there. All right, we should do homework.
I'm busy. I'm busy, yeah.
Erin, what's your homework?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. All right, my homework is to get a tissue, get a bidet. I'm not a brand queen over here. Just something that makes you feel good and clean and squirt your butt with water, preferably water. That is the preferred bidet liquid. Okay, that's it. That's what I got for you.
Cool. Ben,
Have a
what's
great
your
time.
homework?
My homework is to, I guess, read the Foundation series and don't watch the show. Or, like, do if you really want. But know that it sucks. Sorry, Mom. It sucks.
Oh, she like it?
Does she like it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's rude. Slandering your own mother on a public podcast.
Wow.
It's fine.
It's fine to slander your own mother?
Yeah, yes.
All right.
Especially on a podcast.
Okay, just making sure. My homework is play Cookie Clicker and tell us how high your CPS gets. And you can watch the video that I'm going to put into the episode description that is about Cookie Clicker if you want to understand more about why all of us were immediately just completely bodied by this game.
Body.
And if you... Oh, and I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Hanthropology. I'm on TikTok at Hannah and Her Cats. I did post already a little intro TikTok video of the new kittens, if you want to see them. It's just them. It's like a compilation of them playing. So it's not like, you know, the highest quality thing. Unfortunately, the lighting in the room that they're in right now is horrendous. It's just like the bulbs there's only one light. It's an overhead light, and the bulbs in it are just like a terrible washed out light. So I'm not getting a lot of good photos of them right now.
They're so cute.
Studio lighting. Yeah, they're so cute.
If you want to...
Have you been posting TikToks on Hannah and Her Cats of your cats?
Yes, that is what I just said.
Listen, I'm in the middle of something.
Incredible.
I did this to you, so I can't really complain.
I am busy!
What's your CPS looking like?
Well, 341.6, but I am about to pop off.
Nice. Nice. Oh my god. But I am about to pop off. If you want to call us and tell us your obsession, or leave us a voicemail, or, you know, call us, leave us a voicemail, or text us is what you can do at this phone number. You cannot reach us directly at this number. If you call, you'll get a voicemail box.
We are not phone talkers, not a one of us.
None of us are. If you want to do that, if you want to leave us a voicemail or text us, you can do that at 774-326-0420.
Blaze it.
Yes. We're on Twitter at 2broadpod. We're on Instagram at way2broad. You can email us at way2broad@gmail.com. Tell us your CPS. If you missed any of that, any of the contact information, if you're looking for links and you can't find them in the description, iTunes listeners, that's not a thing anymore, Apple Podcast listeners, you can find all of that at way2broad.com or way2bod.com or nameyourselfjame.com for anything you want. earnben.com for anything you need. maxfun.org for a cute dog on a boat. Probably. I haven't checked that link in a little while.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I hope so.
Aemyn, aemyn.bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
We're good, baby.
Sweet. For wonderful music, or follow Aemyn on Twitter, at AEMYN. They wrote our intro and outro music, and you can download the whole song on their Bandcamp. And also that's it. So thanks for listening. Have a great week. Hopefully next week will be less hellish, because we won't be coming right off of vacation. And
I fucking doubt it, dude. But good luck.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Be careful out there. We love you.
Yeah, love you.
The podcast candle is now extinguished.
Goodbye.
Bye.
What you up, Ben?
It's way too